Star Wars Rebels Season 4 Episode 9 review. Holy crap. I have so many questions after watching this episode. If you haven't watched the episode, this will contain major spoilers, so I highly suggest clicking off this video now and watching the episode and then coming back, because this episode was just freaking perfect. I wish that this was a two-parter so badly, but okay, so multiple things to talk about straight out the bat. Let's go with Hera Syndulla first. Hera Syndulla has been captured by the Empire. The thing about Hera Syndulla being captured by the Empire is that she's affected by something called plot armor, because she's alive until the Battle of Endor. So she can't die, but it's still going to be pretty cool seeing her getting interrogated by Grand Admiral Thrawn or Rook, which is going to be whenever the next episode airs. That's the only really negative thing I feel with Hera being captured, is that we know she's alive in Rogue One and in the Battle of Endor, so there's really no point in risking her life because she's going to survive. The next thing, the wolf in freaking Kanan, which is what? Huh? What? The wolf said doom again, and Kanan just said, I understand. What do you need me to do? Like, and then the episode ends without us finding out what that is, and Kanan says at the end, I know what needs to be done, and he just drives away on the speeder bike. I have no idea when the next episode airs, but I'm pretty sure it airs after The Last Jedi. I'm gonna guess sometime in January or February. If you know for certain when it airs, please comment down below, because I honestly just can't wait till the next episode. Overall, this episode was really cool. I like how it focused a lot on the rebellion, and just seeing Hera and Rook fight, whew, freaking fantastic. It's just, it left on a cliffhanger. Not as big as like Season 2 finale cliffhanger, but still, it's a cliffhanger because we have no idea what Kanan is talking about, and we have no idea what's going to happen to Hera. Even though we know she survives, it's still suspenseful. Now, I have one problem. If this was a movie, yeah, there's no way in hell that Rebel Squadron is making it through that blockade. No way in hell. Every single Star Destroyer and light cruiser that the Empire had up there would have launched TIE fighters to destroy these rebels. So, that's the only really negative thing I have for this episode, is that, yeah, there's no way that squadron would have made it down to the surface. And technically, they didn't, because they were destroyed by the second wave of TIE fighters, which should have happened in the first place. But anyway, I am very excited to see what's going to happen next in Star Wars Rebels Season 4. Before I watched tonight's episodes, I rewatched every single trailer, and I noticed that a lot of the scenes in those trailers have already been in all the episodes. So hopefully we might get more trailers for the second half of Star Wars Rebels Season 4, which they've done in the past. I honestly have no idea where the show is going to go. They could sail on Lothal for the rest of the season, and maybe Hera and Chopper make it off Lothal and go to Yavin, while the rest of the crew stay on Lothal. And that's how she's in Rogue One and on the Battle of Scarif. And maybe the crew makes it to the Battle of Scarif as well. Who knows? Okay, so right now I have two questions on my mind. One, how is the show going to end? And two, what the hell happened to Kanan? Let's answer number one first. There's either two possibilities. One, Lothal being liberated, or two, the Battle of Scarif. Honestly, I have no idea which one's going to go. And the Kanan side, I want to talk about a few things before we go into Kanan. In one of the past episodes, Ezra said, Lothcat, Lothwolf, run. Pick a path and all is done. Could this be talking about the light and the dark? Maybe Kanan might have to tap into the dark side a little bit in order to fulfill whatever the wolf wants him to do. Either that's save Hera or just save Lothal in general. Or doom might be Kanan's doom, as in he needs to sacrifice himself in order to save Lothal / Hera. Who knows? The reason I think Kanan might die is that in Rogue One, Mon Mothma talks to Bail Organa talking how he needs to call in his Jedi friend. They wouldn't need to do that if Kanan and Ezra was still there. And if Kanan dies because of the rebellion, that might push Ezra off even more and say, you know what, screw you guys, I'm going back to my homeworld for good. Which might possibly happen, and that's why Ezra and Kanan are not there during the events of Rogue One, because Ezra is pissed at the rebellion and just left because Kanan's death. Anyway, what do you guys think of this episode, and what would you rate it 1 out of 10? Are you excited to find out what's going to happen with Kanan? Leave your thoughts down below. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, blast a like, and all that good stuff, and if you are new, why don't you subscribe? For all things Star Wars, this is the First Order, signing out.